Hello and welcome to Dream Team Coach TV. I'm Sean Burke. Joining me is Andy Taylor, Jack Townsend, and 50 Shades of Graham Marshall. It's Graham Marshall.
Slightly new variation, but I have heard it before.
Yeah, I'm sure. I had no doubt, but I think
Yeah.
I've almost exhausted the Graz.
Well, I've had a few other people come
stage.
to me with ones that I've not heard before. Rick Grastley, that was one that someone suggested
Okay.
to me. That wasn't too bad.
Right, the mystery word game is still going. So if you don't know what it is and you'd like to play along, look away now.
Right, has Townsend been setting us up? What's he been saying today?
Oh, God, what has he been saying? No, his microphone broke before we came on, so he didn't have time to set anything up.
Did it break though? Did it break though? And is he faking it because he's trying to? There's some sort of fancy word about microphone breaking.
You two both on the attack.
Obviously
one of you two. How straight are your darts today, Andy?
Look, my darts are always straight.
So have you got it?
So have you got it?
No comment on my straight dart.
He's got it.
Good news, everyone. English football is coming back. The Premier League have officially announced the return date of the 17th of June. Over 3 months since my beloved Arsenal were able to play football. Although David Luiz didn't mind. He hasn't been able to play football for years.
Hey.
Wow. But for now, we're cracking on with the quiz. And our first round is topical, so we can still stay on top of the news. Are you lads ready for round one?
Very ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. In a recent Twitter poll by Caversham United, FC Cologne's mascot, Hennes, has been voted the best in the world. But what is he?
Definitely got this one.
Yeah. The mascot's name sounds like Henners. It's not Henners.
Is that why you've gone for it?
Didn't occur to me at the time, but
What animal is Hennes?
that's why he's not here today. He's currently mascotting. Question 2. This week, the BBC published an article about Rory Curtis, a former Man United Academy prospect, who awoke from a coma speaking which language? All right, question 3. There are 2 Premier League fixtures taking place on the 17th of June. Name either of them.
Either? Ooh. What if I get both?
No, still just 1 point. Question 4. Jadon Sancho scored a hat-trick against Paderborn last weekend. According to the official Bundesliga site, how many goals and assists has he racked up in his 27 league appearances this season?
Ooh.
So in total, goals and assists put together. What's the number? Okay, question 5. Another Bundesliga one. True or false? Robert Lewandowski has now scored against every single current Bundesliga club. Just reading through the answers here. Jack, your fixture suggestion. Okay, we'll get to it. All right, question 1.
No, I've just realised what I meant. Oh, no.
It's the wrong S.
What's
No, don't wait.
No, it's not. I have to accept your first answer, Jack.
No.
What's he done? Can we get to it quickly?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it, right? Question 1. What is FC Cologne's mascot, Hennes? What is he? He's a goat.
The goat.
So, Andy said a beer. Jack said an aftershave bottle.
But mate, Cologne.
FC Cologne. Fair.
Yeah,
nice. I like that. Question 2. The BBC published an article about Rory Curtis, a man who woke up from a coma speaking which language? It was French.
Yes.
So Jack got that. Graz, you said Welsh.
Yeah.
And Andy said French. Fair play. Question 3. There are 2 Premier League fixtures taking place on the 17th of June. Name either of them. The answers were Man City versus Arsenal and Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. So Andy said Man City versus. Oh no, he's not gotten that right.
I've got 3 teams.
He said Sheffield v Brighton, but still no look there. Graz said Man City v Arsenal, and Graz got them both right. Fair play.
Which is why I was asking if there was extra points.
But Jack said Man City versus Sunderland.
What?
So I had Man City versus Southampton down. I was like, no, it's the other S. And just without even thinking, wrote Sunderland instead of Sheffield United.
It still would have been wrong. Anyway,
I know, but
it would have been less wrong.
I got 2 of the teams.
It would have been less
wrong. It wasn't the right fixture, but I got 2 of the teams.
Right, question 4. Jadon Sancho, how many goals and assists has he racked up in his 27 league appearances? 33.
Oh,
17 goals and 16 assists. And true or false, Robert Lewandowski has now scored against every single current Bundesliga club. That is true.
Had to be,
Yes,
surely.
he has. Now on to the theme or team round, where we focus on, guess what, a certain theme or team. This week, we're focusing on fantasy football, using this season's stats so far from our very own Dream Team game, which will be back up and running when the league is too. So make sure you get it downloaded. Right, let's see how much you can remember from 3 months ago.
I can't remember yesterday.
Okay, question 1. Which player has the highest number of 7+ ratings? So to those who don't know, who don't play the game, 7+ rating for a player, even if they don't score or get an assist, still gets them a couple of points. Question 2. Liverpool have the most clean sheets. Who has the second most?
That feels like it should be really obvious.
I don't think it is. Or Sean wouldn't have asked it.
Ooh, the quiz master. Right, question 3. Which of the following goalkeepers has the most points? Vicente Guaita, Nick Pope, or Dean Henderson?
Are they the top scoring keeper, or are they out of those three, who's the highest?
The top scoring keeper is amongst them. Question 4. True or false? Arsenal have received the most amount of cards this season.
Nah, they will, but...
Yeah, but I mean, you got to include Xhaka in that. Surely he's got quite a few.
Cool.
I wish, mate, I wish.
It is not. Sadly. Question 5. Which of the following has the highest average points? Harry Kane, Mo Salah, or Sergio Aguero?
Oh, the old chicken tikka Mo.
Chicken tikka, can I call that, please?
Probably should.
I love how we go through spells of calling and then you'll forget about it.
Forget about it for a bit, and then the word comes in, and then we'll forget.
Chicken tikka. Biryani.
Oh, come on. I don't think he'd set biryani. That's what I'm basing.
Oh, well, I'm going to call it, please.
You can't keep calling everything, lad.
I can call what I like.
Question 1. Which player has the highest number of 7+ ratings? It's Adama Traore.
Yes.
I'll tell you how many as well. He's got 29. He also has the highest number of Star Man awards.
Yeah, that's why
10.
I thought it was that.
Right, question 2. Liverpool have the most clean sheets, but who has the second most? Burnley.
Which leads us on to...
Yeah.
I had Burnley, but I thought Sheffield United actually. I thought Henderson's got more points.
Yeah.
I feel like they've saved pens and stuff.
Well, question 3. Which of the following goalkeepers has the most points? It is Henderson.
Oh, that's lucky. That's good.
So he has 92, Nick Pope has 82, and Guaita has 79. Okay. Question 4. True or false? Arsenal have received the highest amount of cards this season, or the most amount of cards. True. All right. Which of the following has the highest average points per game? Harry Kane.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So he gets 6.5 per game. Aguero is 6.1, and Mo Salah is 5.9. But at the same time, Mo Salah has the highest amount of points in the game. So
where does that leave us score-wise? Who's on what?
Oh, do we want to do that? Or do we?
I'd say Graz is one ahead.
Do you want an update?
Yeah, I want to know what I need to get.
All right. Okay. Well, Andy has 4. Jack has 4. Graz has 6.
6?
Ooh.
6 from lad.
That's three in both rounds.
It's all the Harry Kane questions.
There was
again.
No, I didn't get that one.
Now to mess it all up, Graz.
Pressure's on now. Spurs out in front. It's never been asked. Never happened before.
He's going to bottle it.
Right. Now the player round, where we focus on the career of one player in particular. And this week, it's the GOAT. No, not FC Cologne's mascot, but Leo Messi. Are you ready, lads? Question 1.
Going to trigger a few Ronaldo fanboys in the comments, I think, that one, mate.
That's right. That's right. I had to make the FC Cologne joke, okay? Just understand where I'm coming from. Question 1. What club did he play for before he moved to Barcelona?
I thought they just picked him up as a little kid.
Hey, you.
What they
You wanna
basically
play for
did is...
Barcelona?
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Well, like at youth level,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
youth
when he
level,
was
yeah.
like
in
10.
Argentina.
Yeah, what? Yeah,
Yeah.
what are we talking? Yeah.
Still have
Oh,
to play
okay.
for someone.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll pick the classic.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, you don't know what I've written.
I feel like I know what you're going to write, and I
I don't
feel
know
like
why.
it's
I
wrong.
don't know why this sticks out to me, that team, but I'm going to go with it.
Go with your gut. Trust your gut.
Well, you told me not to trust my gut.
What's the?
Well, make your mind up.
Guys, you don't trust your gut. Andy, you trust your gut. I trust Andy's
I'm
gut more
ahead.
than yours.
Jack doesn't trust his gut at all. I know that.
No, Jack only
Jack
trusts
is-
his
I
gut.
think I've stumbled onto a loophole here, so I will be collecting a point.
A loophole.
What on earth could this be? Question 2. What did Barca offer that swung the decision for him to sign to them? I can give you options if you want.
Yes, please. Because I was about to write something really stupid.
All right. A house for his family, hormone treatment,
Oh man.
a trip to Lapland, or Sunderland. Sorry, I was confused. Those two.
So I was going to write one of those options, and now I don't know whether that means that I'm right or whether I'm just as stupid as your question.
It's not Lapland, Graz. Or is it? Oh, trust your gut or don't. Okay, question 3. How many trophies has he won with Barcelona? 31, 34, 38. Question 4. You'll recognize this one. How many times has he won Argentinian Player of the Year? And you can you can have a bonus point if you can tell me how many of those he won in a row.
I've pre-sent.
Oh, he sent.
Oh, he's blowing his. Oh, premature.
Oh, that means he's disqualified. No, it's game over.
That means 5. So you've submitted no answer for 5, Graz. That's fine by me.
That's not how it works.
Okay. And question 5. True or false? Across their entire professional club careers, Messi has a higher goal ratio than Cristiano Ronaldo.
I've definitely seen that bandied about in the Messi v Ronaldo debates before.
Right, I've got Graz's answers, Jack's answers. Although I have to disqualify Graz's first 4 answers because he sent them too early.
Don't be ridiculous. I will cut this all out.
Okay, question 1. What club did he play for before he moved to Barcelona? Newell's Old Boys.
I'm not to trust my gut,
Sure.
Sean.
Oh, behave, Graz.
Barcelona B, he did play for.
Well, I said before he moved to Barcelona, so that still would be wrong.
Yeah, but moved to Barcelona.
I didn't specify though, did I?
The reason
I think Jack's answer is actually right, to be fair. Because they are genuinely a team in their own right.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think you're disqualified too. Andy, disqualified. Graz,
They
disqualified.
literally are in the league. Like they're in
Yeah.
like the second division.
They're an
Spanish.
actual team.
I think that's a great shout, Jack. I think Jack deserves it, actually.
Is that because you've got that as well?
No,
Even
I think it's just it is genuinely the correct answer.
No,
It literally
because
is.
I said before he moved to Barcelona, I meant the city.
Yeah, but no, you
Oh,
didn't.
they didn't
No,
specify.
you
Yeah,
did.
you would have said
You're being
Barcelona
facetious
FC.
now. Look, I think
know?
the quiz. I think we need to just cancel the quiz this week because that's.
You know what? Sean's disqualified. How about that?
Yeah.
You don't have the power. Right. Question 2. What did Barca offer him that swung his decision to sign for them? It was hormone treatment.
Oh, I went for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
thought.
he had hormone treatment when he was younger.
I knew he had that. I just didn't know that was the swing.
Yeah,
I
that was
cannot
the,
believe they
yeah.
offered that. Like, come
But
on,
they
man.
offered to pay for it, basically.
How small would he have been if he hadn't have had the treatment? That's the thing.
He probably would have been like Saviola size. Do you remember Saviola?
Yeah.
He played for Barcelona. Still
Because
possible.
he didn't come from a family of like midgets. Like he would have still been like 5'2", 5'3", surely.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think he actually has like a condition. Rather than
That's a
family.
spurious fact. You've not looked that up, have you?
He's got a condition,
He's
I
got a
think.
condition. Or
And of course,
something.
it's furious.
He can.
It's not. He has. It's not.
See, Jack, that shows that
I
I've not got the word because I'm calling it out. See?
It doesn't show that at all. It doesn't show that at all.
He has a growth hormone deficiency.
Oh, okay.
All right. Question 3. How many trophies has he won with Barcelona? 34,
Yes, I'm killing it.
All right, let's just call it a day there then, shall we?
Pack your bags. Graz, fair play, fine.
You've still got another round.
Well, no, I think it's void.
All right, question 4. How many times has he won Argentinian Player of the Year? It's 12.
Oh,
and
too high.
7 were in a row.
Oh,
That's gutting.
I was one off on me in the row.
Yeah, same.
And finally, who has a higher goal per game rate across their professional careers, Leo Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? It's Ronaldo, 0.9 to
Wait,
Messi's 0.87.
So is the answer false then?
So
That's
it's
a true.
false.
Oh, okay, great.
Last but not least, I have recreated a famous goal or moment in my gaff using just what is available to me at home. But can you name the moment? Let's have a look and see.
Okay.
Right, now just a heads up, I've taken some artistic liberties with like the ending of this, but there should be enough info there for you to guess what happened.
Like, how artistic are we talking here? Like,
I mean, like it goes cartoonishly unrealistic.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Sean, your paintwork's taking an absolute battering there. What's going on there? The architrave needs a bit of a paint, doesn't it?
Can I call architrave?
Yeah, you can.
It's architrave.
Yeah, okay. We'll deal with that after this. We'll deal with that when we finish watching this. Good work, Jack. Good work.
How are you not focusing on the video, lads? Come
So
on.
I saw
heard
the
you
paintwork as well.
I heard you started to talk, and I was like, "Here we go."
What? Whenever I talk, you're like, here we go.
I'm listening to both of you.
I thought I knew what was going on, and now I have no idea.
Yeah, my head's
liberties.
my head's absolutely gone.
There you go.
I really thought I knew what was going on in that, and now I'm not so sure.
To be honest, I just wanted to use some comedy sound effects.
Yeah, I did really enjoy that.
I think it's one thing,
Right.
but I'm not.
Right, okay, so while we're waiting for everyone to answer, an architrave,
Yeah.
in classical architecture, an architrave is the lintel or beam that rests on the capitals of columns. The term can also be applied to all sides, including the vertical members of a frame with mouldings around a door or window.
See, what's weird is that I actually knew what an architrave was, so it genuinely didn't feel like it was going to get called out. But obviously, if you don't know it, then you're going to be like,
Yeah, bits around the door, mate. I don't know.
I know what it is, but it still stood out for me.
Yeah.
It just felt how defensive you got with me calling you out earlier.
Also, that line where you're like, I've called something out, so it can't be me. Like, how does that...
Right, Jack, can I get your answer?
It genuinely does need a paint, though. That's the irony of it.
All right. The answer was Perez's failed penalty.
Oh, what's that
Henry,
one?
which you all got. Congratulations.
Explain the ending.
That was just because they look at each other a bit like, what the hell was that about? And then I was like, oh, what if they just started fighting like the Three Stooges? I have the results here. In third place with 6 points is Andy Taylor.
Mugs.
In second place with 8 points is Jack Townsend.
That Barcelona B point really helped me.
And in first place with 11 points is Graham Marshall.
I can retire. That's it.
Well done, Graz.
That's it.
Google's a good tool, isn't it?
Oh, come on now. Come on now. Sore losers, eh? Sore losers.
Spurs rounds every week.
I know, yeah.
It was a
Kane
Spurs
round.
round. I didn't even get that one right.
Not this week, but the last couple of weeks.
when I lost.
Yeah. That is true. That is when he did still lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just nice to have a Spurs lead that I didn't bottle. That's just
fair play.
Converted.
Yeah. Put that one in the trophy cabinet.
All right. And finally, it's time to pick up where we left off with our ultimate teams. Each one of us will pick our all-time ultimate team, going from position to position with each passing week. And this week, we will be picking our first striker. We're doing a 4-4-2 formation. So we've got 2 strikers to pick.
Ish, yeah.
Right. Yeah, ish, generally. So what are you saying, guys? Let's go with number 1 quiz winner.
Quaz.
Did you win the quiz, Quaz?
Quaz? Oh, yeah. Well,
Master Quiz.
I'll go first anyway, whatever you just called me. So I've actually got 2 picks down. One pick is an unarguable stats, championships, lethal. No one's going to question it. One from a very similar part of North London, but not the one you're thinking, is more questionable, but more in line with some of the slightly weirder picks we've gone for recently. So the first one I'm going to say, Thierry Henry. You can't argue with Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Even as a Spurs fan.
Even as a Spurs fan, because Thierry Henry spent about 5 or 6 years making me not want to watch football. He was that good, right? Because every time I turned on a game involving Thierry Henry, he reminded me of how bad my team was at that stage, and how much he used to delight in absolutely tearing Spurs apart. My second pick, though, and again, like I say, I think this is slightly more in line with where we've headed.
Which Spurs player is this going to be then?
It's going to be a Spurs player.
Oh.
Because I'm desperate to get one in.
You've never won a league title, though, lad.
I'm desperate to get one in. Oh, yeah, I haven't, but I just think he's a cult sort of player. Robbie Keane.
Yes.
Yeah, no, fair play, good player.
So he had his best years with Spurs. He's a man who had several boyhood dreams. And played for the ball. I can't remember exactly how that started, but when he went to Liverpool, he said it was like a lifelong dream. And then when he played for Celtic for like on loan for a season, he was like a lifelong dream or something. And like those two, you can kind of go, Liverpool, that might have been his club growing up. Celtic, big side, like, a lot of history. But it was when he was like, I've always dreamed of playing in the MLS when he went to LA Galaxy, that everyone went, have you though? He was just fantastic. And he was such a part of my like growing up as a Spurs fan and making me enjoy football, because he looked like he enjoyed it all the time. That celebration was so iconic. Like you wouldn't want him to score because of the goals. You want him to score because you want to see that celebration, because you want to go absolutely mad and you want to try and replicate it at home.
All right, I like that. Thierry Henry and Robbie Keane. A very popular couple of picks with me, grounds, I'm going to say. Andy, what's your pick for a striker then?
So I'll just see if you can guess this lad then, basically. So when he first came, I don't think, for the first couple of seasons, he didn't set things alight. So 13 games, 4 goals in season 1. It's not great. Second season, 31 games, 11 goals. Not great. I mean, it's all right. For the Premier League, still good level. But then the third season, 33 games, 23 goals. And then the final season, 33 games, 31 goals. So you can see the progression that this lad made in the Premier League. These two things I was saying, you're going to get it. But in the final season, Arsenal bid £40 million and £1 for him.
Suarez.
Which is just classic Arsenal, isn't it? I mean, imagine Suarez going to Arsenal instead of when he went to Barcelona. I mean, he probably could have took you to a Premier League title.
Jesus, imagine.
Well, I mean, I find what I also find mental about Suarez is that he came to Liverpool when Dalglish was there, and they paid $12.5 million less than they did for Andy Carroll in the same window.
Wow.
Yeah,
so that is mind-boggling. Yeah.
But I'm just when I mention Suarez, I'm just talking about those final 2 seasons when, if you remember, anything he touched was gold.
Was it Norwich who used to just bang goals for fun against?
Yeah. He got 4 in one game, didn't he? And one of them,
they were all
lobbed them from like halfway or something.
Yeah. And he was just one of the, like, I know when you when you watch Shearer, right? He's an unbelievable player, and everything he touched went in. But sometimes he wasn't like the best on the eye to watch. Do you know what I mean? Same like Van Nistelrooy. It's like he just does dirty stuff and they score sometimes. Whereas Suarez, every time he wanted to nutmeg someone, he wanted to flick it over someone's head. He was actually really decent in the air. He was physically strong, had a horrible side to his game, which is what you need in the Premier League. And like 33 games, 31 goals is insane, considering the era that he was playing in as well, where, like there was quite a few defenders knocking about and stuff. So, yeah, Suarez for me.
A great pick. Jack, who have you got in mind?
It's one of those positions where there's so many. There's quite a lot of choice. You're not. I don't know. There's something about flicking your collar up and pretending you're Cantona. It's pretty special, isn't there? I think in the same way we spoke about Beckham being the leader in, fashion on the field and a bit of flair. I think Cantona does carry that. It's just, you just remember him turning and doing hands up in the air when he scored that. Was it the goal where he did that little lob?
Yeah.
And I mean, another player he's just a bit of a maverick, isn't he? He just did things his own way. The fact that he got banned for a year and Ferguson wanted to keep him, just shows how much he believed in him.
Manager like that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can't
have no qualms about
can't totally skip over that moment, I suppose, can we?
You've never seen it. One of my things about it is the photo of the drop kick.
Yeah,
it looks so devastating, but it's a really, really poor drop kick.
The photo looks better than the video. Yeah.
I've just realised as well. Did any of you ever used to watch beach soccer?
Was it like 3-on-3 and they kind of keep it up? And
remember Cantona was the captain of France, and I think he played that. He did retire from actual football, but he played beach soccer, I'm pretty sure, for years. And when I was younger, I used to watch every random sport going. And I remember Cantona was unbelievable at beach soccer. Just used to, because obviously on the beach you just have to keep flicking it up and just volleying it, which is exactly what it's all about.
Well, I mean, another thing to remember him for, he was part of those iconic Nike adverts. Remember the cage ones? He was the guy,
the ringleader.
He was in charge of it. Those things, I had a little thing I got from Match magazine or something. I think it was. There was a little folder, with all of the players in it and all of their stats and who they were playing for and stuff like that. Oh man.
Joga Bonito.
Yeah,
remember all those old ads when that was a special thing, when it was just an ad on TV. Now they're a dime a dozen. You see a new one every week, basically. And that was at the time
they wash over you now. Whereas that had a sequence as well. You saw the first one, and then next week you'd be oh, the second round's going to be out. It's going to be so and so versus so and so. You actually would try and make sure you were watching telly so you could see it.
It is mad, the saturation of football coverage now. That was something really special. I remember seeing footballers doing something that wasn't football. That was something a bit different and a bit quirky like that. And my head was blown that they got all these in a room. All right. Well, out of those picks, this may not surprise you, but I would have to go with Thierry Henry. Purely for, he's got the excitement, he's got the longevity, and he's got the goals.
That's the thing I think about Henry as well, is I know we've said that we want to shy away from lads who are just medals on the table because we want a bit of flair. But Henry had the flair as well.
Yeah, that's it. He was a complete package, That would be my pick, if you guys agree with that.
What do you think?
But
sorry to Spurs fans, because I argued for that. But he was pretty unreal. If you've never watched any clips of him, treat yourself.
Yeah. Right. Well, that is all from us, folks. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Dream Team Coach TV. Please, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe so you can get in and click the little bell so you get a notification every time we upload. We're making a lot more longer form content on Dream Team this week, lately, that is, with our new show, Sim Saturday, as well. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out.
Loads to watch.
But for now, we will see you again next week. Take care.